Question everything, but the truth should not be televised. And that's for sure. So with that, you know, when you look at the Republican Party and the Democratic Party, you gotta ask yourself, man, do you like being played? Do you like being suckered? Because at the end of the day, that's what's happening to us. We like being pimped. Because these are the games that they're playing that we are pawned in the game on. Because when you look at all these different scenarios of the movement that they've been making for the last 200 years, 100 years for sure when it comes to our people, they've been pretty much burying us in the ground as a nation, both parties. Neither party want to do anything solely for our people. Neither party. That's just the reality to it. They don't put this type of information on their mainstream medias that racism is alive and thriving against us as a people. They don't supposed to. You're supposed to know it based off of how your communities look. You're supposed to know it based off of the code words they've been using for years at this point now. It's just what it is, you know, the talking points. It shows overly that it's just what it is. But see, we too caught up in looking at those that's looking like us, that is entertaining us, making millions, sort of say, or those that are in prominent positions or appointed to represent us. We look at them and think that everything done changed. Yeah, okay. Oh man, y'all done forgot about the house and the field, brother. Because the house brother always looking like he was doing way better than us, and that things was okay for him. But the people in the field was working and picking cottons all the time. People in the field was always getting, you know, them lashes on their back. People in the field was out there dealing with the tobacco and everything else and building the country. And the people in the house, they would come and make sure that you was doing that. The overseer didn't have to do nothing. They'll do the overseeing for them. And that's what y'all see still to this day. Malcolm told y'all. Malcolm X been told y'all that. But y'all don't listen to those that gave their lives when it comes to this study and this approach to deal with our real truth of what's going on with our people. Y'all really got this ugly witchcraft of a word called belief in this system. You even got belief in the inheritance of your oppression. But notice how they don't move on nothing that is tangibly for you. Nothing that will help benefit you solely. But they got it for everybody else. Everybody else is able to get what they need for their communities and for their nation of people. But us, we don't get nothing. Nothing at all, but you're paying taxes, right? Being taxed out the woo-wow. Go figure. You're following their laws, right? Their justice. I love to call it criminal justice because at the end of the day, criminals is the ones who created the justice, right? Sort of say. They're the ones who invaded the land, took over the land, never been judged for crimes against humanity, never been brought to justice for anything that they done robbed, stole, pillaged, and anything. You know, but we got this whole history that the GOP and all of them want to downplay, change. So that way generations to come don't have to look at the truth of the matter of what they've been doing to us. And they done took out a lot of our history out of the schools, won't let you self-educate your children or home educate. Why? Because they want your people to know these programs of what they say is the truth. We've been listening to what they say is the truth for a long time. That's why Egypt ain't melanated no more black, because we've been listening to them. And I don't even know if it was sunblock back in the day for you to be in the desert that long. But hey, this is the game that they play, and y'all allow them to keep playing it on you, on your behalf. So now here it is, we supposed to get reparations for crimes against humanity, and it's owed to us legally, but they won't move on it. And it's your job to make a move on it. It's your birthright. They stole generational wealth from you. They stole land from you. They stole bodies from you. They stole all the children from you. They stole all type of stuff from you. Not to mention the holocausting of all of them. Literally, millions of people. Unbelievable. All the massacres. They don't teach you none of this stuff. They don't teach you all the lakes that they put our city, our towns under. They don't teach you none of the riots that they came and destroyed all our communities and looted all our businesses as they massacred us and got away with immunity. They don't teach you none of this stuff, huh? That's why you don't know. But it's public information if you search a little bit. But this is the game that they're playing, because you are still with your oppressors. And that's just what they're going to do. There's no place on earth that a person or people or animal is supposed to stay with their enemy and expect good things. No matter how much the enemy put on sheep clothing as a wolf, it's still a wolf. It's still a wolf. And it's going to manipulate you and tell you all sorts of lies and trickery to get you to continue to believe that witchcraft of a word, that they got your best interest at hand. Go figure. They got your best interest at hand. At the Holocaust, massacre, and genocide of you, somehow they ended up with your best interest at hand. Do that make any goddamn sense? Excuse my language. God created sense. But this is where we at. So now, even now, look at the brutality that you go through when it comes to dealing with the police departments. They don't do it to nobody else, but for you, they need to be reformed. And y'all really think that's what really going on? And I guess when Jim Crow laws was around like we under right now, quiet as kept, needed to be reformed too, huh? I guess they've been needing to be reformed ever since they invaded the land, huh? Go figure. Well, when that reform gonna come? This is the game y'all wanna play. Well, when you don't got no backbone and you got a lot of fear in you to change things that's happening to you, then you go with all this belief and all this untruth that they push on you, so that way you don't have to do nothing. That's the key to it. And they got a lot of chucking and jiving and cooning brothers and sisters that's out there that's getting paid a bag to keep these lies and trickery going that look just like you. Because they don't got no backbone and no spine. It's just what it is. So when you look at our plight and our circumstance, no, the Republican Party and the Democratic Party been playing us like a fiddle for years. And they're going to keep playing us like a fiddle if you don't get out and demand that you want something solely for your people, solely for your nation. Stop trying to do these coalitions with all these other nations that don't like you, because they don't. Just look at the federal census of ethnic hate crimes. You're number one on the list to be aided in the country, and you can't get a bill passed for protection against it, even though racism is high against you. They know it, because I know it. Now you know it. The key is to hold them accountable to it. Stop lying to yourself. Stop trying to have this faith and belief in a system that never had no faith and belief in you. And start believing in your own. Start having faith in your own. Excuse my words, because you know I don't like that ugly word, that witchcraft of a word, belief. But put that faith in your own people. Stand up with your own people. Unite with your own people and change something. Because at the end of the day, neither party will. This country is divided, always been divided. It's a lot of hatred in this country, and it's going to always be that, and it's going to continue to get worse, and they're going to continue to point the finger at you, so that way all the nations can double down on you. And your back is going to be against the wall as Aboriginal Negroes of America, the true American in eyes, or INs. And what are you going to do about it? You're going to wait till it's too late for your generations? Too late for your grandbabies? Well, I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. For that is the question. You let me know. Peace, peace.